Hello guys and welcome back. Today I will be talking about set pieces yet again, and this will be the last part of the set piece series that I've made recently. So we'll be talking about free kicks, both defending and attacking. Um, First off, I want to say that my my free kick taker is extremely bad. So the direct routine that I've made is dependent on a good delivery from him. So have that in mind, guys. If you have a poor direct free kick taker, um, make your tactic around what you've. Always make the tactic around the material that you have got available for you. Don't just go and say, "I want to be like Cristiano Ronaldo and score many free kicks from 30 yards out." Doesn't work like that. Look at your material and tailor your routine around that. So um, I want to say that that even though the set piece creator has developed over the years, and now that you have direct small tension of shot, indirect, etc., 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 the set piece creator is still extremely poor and lackluster in my eyes. Um, there are many things that I wish you could do that you can't do, and an example would be that here's the direct free kick. I'm on my free kick taker. It just says mixed. Like he is shit, in my opinion. Sorry about the language. He's bad. He hasn't scored any direct free kick yet. He's my best taker, and I can't tell him to pass short. It's mixed, nevertheless. So I have to cope with that. I can't tailor my set piece tactic around him being bad at taking free kicks. So I have to live with that. So that's a thing that I can't tell him to always shoot or always pass. It's just the way it is. But what I've done is I've told both my the attacking routine. I've told both my central defenders to go forward, and I've told my central midfielder to stand with Taker, and I've told my attacking midfielder he's tall. This guy usually he's it's another guy, a tall guy, but it doesn't matter. I've told him to disrupt the wall and create some holes in the wall. That could make it a bit easier for the free kick taker to an attempt at target then, or perhaps score a goal. But yeah, I've done the exact same thing in the other opposite side. So both sides are identical. And on defend duty, what I've done is I like to. I've tried this. It's a new thing that I've tried to keep two players, both my wingers, just to stay forward, both of them. I've told five players to stay in the wall, and I've told my normally normally this guy is extremely small. Like I've got a guy with 163 at height, so I've told him to man mark. Um, yeah, I don't like. What I like to do is the reason being that I told him to man mark is hopefully the game works like this, that he will go and man mark a person at his so to say his level. So he'll man mark a person, mm, not the tallest one. Hopefully, I haven't checked it out yet. I need to check this out though. But he'll man mark a person at his level, and he doesn't fight for the ball as my central defenders would do. So what I'm saying is, hopefully, these two guys, my big defenders, they will do the clearances. They will take the second or the first even and clear the ball. This guy will do the man marking, and he will prevent the attacker or the offensive player of scoring a crucial goal. I hope that how I have only used it for 2 games now, and I hope that how I hope that's how it works. But we'll see. Going to the direct small change of a shot. Here's when it becomes interesting. What I've done is the defensive part of it. Again, two players going forward for the counter. I've told just two players to stay on the wall, and I've told both my backs, my right back to man mark, and my left back to man mark. Rest of them, I just go back duty. And what I want to achieve with this is the exact same thing. I want my defenders to go and win the header, and I want my fullbacks again to do the tight marking onto the offensive players and preventing them from scoring an easy goal. Pretty much, pretty simple. Both sides are the exact same. Um, Going on to the attack, this is where it gets funny. I think I've told the shot taker, the free kick taker, to always pass short. Then I've told my attacking midfielder to stay with taker. Again, I've put both my central defenders, both of them, go forward. Both fullbacks stay back. One central midfielder stay back if needed, and rest are just going forward. What I want to achieve is I want this guy to pass short, this guy or some other guy going deep to maybe get the pass, perhaps this guy, and I want to create an early cross into the box. I want to make some confusion in the box, then make the cross in. Hopefully we'll score a goal. I've actually got an example of how this tactic went in the first game after I made this tactic in a video just in a few minutes. So yeah, but both sides are identical again. Um, Indirect, here I go by I want the free kick taker, two fullbacks back again. Free kick taker, go for best header. One guy going short, stand with taker. Both central defenders going forward. Rest just going forward. All my attacking players going forward. I can't do anything else. I would like to have a option look outside box, but I just can't do it. So this is what I got to work with. So we got to just got to cope with it. Defensive part, pretty much the same as I've always done. Both my wingers stay forward, two people in the box. My fullbacks stick to the man marking. Rest I just step go back. So pretty simple, and both sides again are identical. This is the last routine I've made, and I've just put one guy. I've taken one guy in the wall. Again, my fullbacks will be doing the man marking, and my central two defenders will just go back try and win the header. Here, since it's indirect deep, I think by default you had 4 people up here, but I don't want 4 people at this part of the pitch, so I took one of them down in the wall instead. So if the free kick taker messes up, he can maybe win the ball in the midfield, make a direct pass for a counter attack. Yeah, the attacking part is again it's far out. I want this guy to pass short to a nearby player. Again, I've just taken one central defender in the box now, my best header, and I don't want to get caught at the middle of the field by doing something risky. So that's why I have one defender and 2 fullbacks in the back. So again, all the others are just going forward. You can't do anything else with them. So I have to work with what we have to work with what we have got. But yeah, this is all these routines are new. I haven't really been able to test them yet. When I go into the stats for the Super League, I can see here that goals from direct, goals from indirect free kicks. I've scored a total of 92 goals, and I've made one goal from indirect free kicks. So what I've been doing in the past, like the default settings, they haven't been working for me. So I have to try something else. Direct free kicks, again, 0 goals. 0 goals. That's how bad my players are at direct free kicks. So a total of 91 goals. 92 goals. I've made 1 goal from free kick. So I had to change something up, and that I have. And I'll show you in this video. Okay, it doesn't work. One sec, guys. Look at this. Short passing. Another short passing. central defender in the box, boom, goal. And that was the first game I used this tactic in. So at least I doubled up my tally in my first game, which I like. And also another thing, yeah, doesn't really matter now, but by the short passing and by keeping your and by keeping quite many players in the box, you will create confusion in the box. The opposition doesn't know, should they push forward, should they stay back, should they fall back even. They don't know what to do. So the defensive line, the opposition's defensive line, it will most likely not be 100% even. So as you saw there, my central defender could even break the offside trap and score an easy goal in a very important game. This is the semifinals for the Euro Cup. I've never gotten this far in Europe before, so getting those goals, I like it. Also, I also scored a goal from a free kick in there. I'll show real quick. I'll show real quick. Um, from a throw in, going to the touchline. I told my central defender to go forward. Boom, 2-0. And these are goals that I wouldn't normally have scored if I haven't went in and so to say, if I haven't went in and created them in the set piece section. So these are for me free goals that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise if I haven't done something, if I haven't been analyzing the opposition, and if I haven't been analyzing my team. But I will play this season out, and I'll play next season, and I'll give you guys stats on how I've performed and on how many goals I've let in and how many goals I've scored with this, because I know that my defensive free kick set pieces, they aren't that defensively fulfilling. I'm trying to punish them on a counter, and I'm also going to tell you about that in a video later on. So for me, this is not an experiment. It's based on for me, it's based on rationality. I think for me, it's rational doing making these set pieces like I've done, but I'm not 100% sure if it will work in practice. And that is what I will show you guys. So hopefully, so please try and test them out. You can't do a lot in that set piece creator, but please try and apply them and use them and give me feedback. I would love it. I would love it, guys. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you around, guys, and bye bye.